back with the Stanley Parable. Now, in the previous game, I did quite a few different decisions. I can't remember what I did. So, I'll try and remember. Potentially, this might be the last part of this game. If so, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. But yeah, let's see what more there is.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Huh? It looks right. The bucket's still there.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of
Just a bloody
culture
bucket.
and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the
going
place
straight
to
through.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
No.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something
some
up there
blend
I
there.
need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course,
Get
because
this,
buckets
Smoke,
can't
alright.
talk. But Stanley chose not to think
Oh,
about this obvious fact.
actually.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Yes.
And he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
That is how we do it. Now, where's this?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no
about
buckets
it?
past this point.
Uh-oh.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain
just
a lot
a
about your
bucket.
behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here
shit.
for a moment.
What now? Oh, God.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Crafty.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But if I say yes, you're just going to say yes, it is a bucket.
Item 3.
You're probably expecting me
Is
now
this
to
a
get to there. Yes.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4.
Yes.
Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Oh, oh,
Is this a bucket?
yeah, yeah.
Correct.
Piss off.
This is a bucket.
You're just being a knob now.
Item 6.
I don't think it is.
Trick question.
Is it both?
Both. Gotcha.
This is some stupid game.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Yes.
Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I need to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person.
Confuse the fuck out of me.
All right, here we go.
Where am I now? Oh, oh. 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 My God. What is happening now? What the hell? What's the plan?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes?
Centuries,
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So now I'm going to jump down that way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't think you are on my side. Right.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
This.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all
Stop
of the
changing the name.
Very soon, you'll
Doesn't
get
make
the
sense.
last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all.
Sign it again.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Which door do you want me to go in now? Is it red? He wants me to go in the red. What if I'm colourblind?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the
But what if I'm
red
colourblind?
door.
Say left or right?
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, but there's a blue one here.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never
You
supposed
should
to
have
be
guessed
here in
that. I
the
would have
first
done
place.
this.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
He's getting
Help me
angry
here,
now.
Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to
Yes.
see?
Yes.
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
What the hell's this now?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
But one is one good, five's bad, or is one bad, five's good?
A one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What's he doing? What's he got here now? That's the three again. You've moved it.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Go
You
on
wouldn't
then.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me
What
boot
we
it
got
up.
now? Oh God.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing
Okay,
it for
playing
about
it for
4
4
hours.
hours.
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
How long do you have to be here for? When does it end? I think I'm meant to kill the baby. No! Sorry.
You
I try it.
bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies?
I'll try
or
it.
Purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes.
What's he doing
This seems
now?
like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent
Hey.
civilians below you from up high in your
Classic
great
S.
tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's
where
venture
is this
out
game
and see
going?
what else is out there.
I thought this was all just based in an office.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
No.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh, why?
Thank goodness.
What's wrong with them?
Close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Yes.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's
Oh,
find another
God.
game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What's he going to pick now?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What now?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
This your favourite game, is it?
Stanley, if you manage to get lost
bit of
in this
Rocket
game,
League.
I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
I could do with the car, though.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is
Will
it
be
better
now.
than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sports all. Hold on. What are you doing?
That was an accident.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Where have I gone now? Oh god, it's just gone all black. Where's this? Where am I? Okay. Head towards the light. Let's see what's going on behind here. Where did it put me? I can't press nothing there. No. What's he doing?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end
All
will
right,
be here
Terminator.
soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Well, I can't wait. Oh my god! How many choices! I thought this was going to be the
All
last
his co-workers
video.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, when I split this on YouTube, this is going to be a few videos. So when I say this is the last video, I don't know if this will be the last one or not. I don't even know what's going on. I
When
thought
Stanley came to a set
I
of
was
two
done.
open doors, he
I thought
entered
I
the
was
door
done.
on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
There's so many choices you could do, isn't there?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Like I could have
open
gone through the
on his
red door.
left.
Or even if I did all that again and you do
Stanley
the
was so
rating
bad at
between 1 and
following
5, I could have given him a
directions,
5.
it's incredible he
Would that have been
wasn't 5
different?
years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all
Right,
this time.
gonna piss him off again now.
There's someone
Ready?
you've been neglecting,
Ready?
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'll try it this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere
They
that
make
isn't
me go in
here.
circles.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't
Killing
you see
me.
that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay. I got no choice then. Where are you leading me?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
The hell, man. Is it?
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
But there's no other way to go apart from the stairs.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley,
Oh, shit.
think about what you're doing.
I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to just jump off? Let's go back to the relaxation place. That's what he wants. Yeah?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there.
No promises,
just
mate.
stay
No promises.
here.
How long do you want me to stay here for, though? I'll just stand here forever. I've got stuff to do.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking
achieved
everything we
nothing.
achieved here.
We've achieved nothing.
Are you
I
are
don't
going
know.
to stay here, aren't you?
It's either stay here and God knows what we're doing, or walk up the stairs and then just jump off. Probably two ideal choices, is it? Hey, you ain't saying anything? I ain't just standing here for like half hour.
You heard me before, didn't you? You.
So
will
what are we doing in the other
die.
room?
What about this? Isn't getting
What are we doing in the
through to
other
you?
room then? You're just making me stand there? Now it's just starting again. Sorry. That's definitely not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to do this, aren't we? For some reason. Then it's just going to start the game all over again, isn't it? Sorry.
No! Oh, thank God.
Lucky.
You lived. You had me
Lucky.
worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Let's have a look.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where
Nothing's
we can
happening.
both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
For how long? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, mate. Jumping off again. What if I jump off here? You can't. Well, nothing's happening when we're in there, so that is purely your fault.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. Look, I stand here, yes. Not moving. And nothing happens. So, I've come to the conclusion. You have to jump off again. I don't want to hear it.
No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing's happening up there. Nothing's happening. Sorry.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm
But
talking
nothing's
about.
happening.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I'm not happy here. I'm going to have to go back. I've waited here long enough with nothing happening. You give me no choice. You give me no choice.
Perhaps not. My
You're not
God,
giving me a choice.
is this really how much you dislike my game?
Not giving me a
You'll
choice.
throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were
Well, I'm not
literally
happy.
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation
He wasn't doing
correctly?
anything. Sorry. I ain't getting no
Maybe
kick
you're
out of
just
it.
getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
How many times can you do this?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
I'm
going back.
I'm going to take the bucket and I'm going to go to the end. Yep, let's finish it. Let's finish it with the bucket. With the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his
Buckets.
co-workers. He never functioned well by himself. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
This way.
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, but I didn't find the last one of them. Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
round here?
upstairs to the boss's office.
No.
Stepping into his manager's
What was the
office,
code again now?
Stanley was once again stunned
2,
to discover not an indication of any human
8.
life. Crushed by the weight of
4,
this revelation,
5.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing. But Stanley guessed the correct
No,
code by
we've done it
sheer
before.
luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
Let's
the
go.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Let's go. Doing all this now with the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
There we go.
The lights rose
doing this
on
now
an
with the
enormous
bucket.
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped,
Over there.
monitored like guinea pigs.
Great.
The
Idiot.
bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These
It's a
questions
bucket.
raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the
bucket.
bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this
I'll go
very
there.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
I can't go up these stairs. Where I come from, wasn't it? Hoping to find that last collectible. looks like I've got to go into here.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds.
What the
The
hell?
control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
This game is
Stanley marveled at the
just
metal genius in his hands, the one who
out
had led
there.
him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley
Was I?
was happy.
Man.
When at last they came to the source of the room's
There we go.
power, Stanley and the
There we go.
Stanley and the bucket waited
I
in
hope so.
darkness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop
Okay.
it halfway through and begin
Different.
watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable
Open the door.
silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
God's sake.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't
God's
leave
sake.
this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at
Yes,
least,
I had the bucket.
he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Mate, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know what more I can do. What more can I
Stanley
do?
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance
Man.
from others. So
I'm
the
gonna
thought
leave
of
it there.
total solitude was
I'm
terrifying.
done now, and I'm done. I've done a lot there with a game. I might have missed some things. I don't even know what I have done and what I haven't done. But yeah. Oh, that was a long one. Anyway, if you did watch, thank you. If you watch this video on YouTube, thank you. And next time it will be a different game. Not too sure yet. I'll have a look. But anyway, see you in a bit.